Hey guys, it's me, Raven. I want to do a quick video on some books that I just listened to. We are currently in COVID-19 times and been stuck home. So I decided to paint my home, the interior of my house, and the whole thing. Still not done, but getting there. Pretty close. But anyway, I went on Audible. I got the app, the Audible app, and started downloading some books. So I wanted to do some fictional witchy books, some made up witchy stories. I thought that would be fun to listen to while I was painting, keep me busy. And the first one I listened to was The Witch's Daughter by Paula something, Backhorn or something like that. Paula something. The Witch's Daughter. Okay, I listened to the whole thing. It was a long book, and I'm really glad I listened to it on audio, because I don't think I would have gotten through it if I had to read it. Was about a witch, but she was like 300 years old, but she was in the present day, and like she didn't get old, but then she kept flashing back to her old life, like on the prairie type of thing, 200 years ago, 300 years ago. And it just, it was long. It was really drawn out and a little boring. I mean, it all kind of came together at the end, but it was a good ending. I will give her that, but Jesus, it was a long ass book, and it dragged on, ladies. It dragged on, and gentlemen, if you're listening. The second book, so I was like, okay, let's get a book that might be a little bit better. So I thought, who better an author than Anne Rice, right? She's so popular. Everyone knows Anne Rice. And I thought, let's listen to one of her books. I mean, she did that vampire movie. They did the vampire movie out of one of her books, with Tom Cruise and Brad Pitt. That was amazing. That was probably 20 years ago. But anyway, so the book I got was, and my next audiobook was The Witching Hour. Okay, another long book. What's nice about Anne Rice is that she's very good at the details and explaining things and painting the picture. Sorry, I'm taking a turn here. Painting a picture of what things looked like, describing the homes, and I think the book would have been better reading. And you know what? I didn't even finish it. Like, I got bored with it. So I'm like, okay, I'm not doing good on these audiobooks. So the next set of books I decided to get was by Ellen Dugan. Ellen Dugan broke into the fictional books just a couple years ago, not too long ago. She was always a non-fictional book writer, and she broke out into the fiction not too long ago. So I got the opportunity to read a set of one of her books a year ago or so, and the series was fantastic, and I can't remember the fucking name of it, but it was about 3 different sisters, and each book was about one particular sister, and it was fabulous. So anyway, I'm like, okay, let me see if they have any books on Audible from Ellen Dugan. So chances had it that there was a set called Legacy of Magick. I am on book 3 right now. I don't know if this is the last book or if there's one more book. There might be, I think. But people, let me tell you, the books are fabulous. I absolutely love them. Every time I finish a book, I'm super excited to move on to the next book. It's, what I think it is about her books is that they're, at least the ones I've read so far, they're current time, but it's like it almost reminds me of something like you'd wish like you had in your witchy life, or I wish that I had in my witchy life. Like her books are, like this series is about, without giving it all away, families of witches that go back hundreds of years. They don't go back in the history at all. But they have a history of knowing each other and being at odds, but now these families are dating each other, and there's a grimoire that's missing pages, and they're all trying to find this stuff, but they can like throw things across the room because they're pissed off at one another, which we would all love to do, right? I mean, I'm sure some of us out there could probably do it, but the majority of us I don't think can. Or like one of them was almost got into a fist fight with a girl, but instead she started making her lungs fill up with water. She was so pissed off at her, she had broken into her house. And so it's just like stuff where like you really wish you could do it in real life. It makes it fun. It's always something happening in the books that are not too unrealistic, which I also like. Setting intentions and setting spells and protections around their homes like we do, celebrating the Sabbats, and fun things like having Samhain dance that they all went to, and people dying, and it's like real life. So it's very enjoyable, and you keep wondering, and she does send subtle hints. Sometimes I think they're a little too easy, which again, I won't give away something, but if you are listening to the book or reading it, look for those hints that she's giving out, because they're there, and you can kind of pick out who's who if they're like trying to find somebody or whatever. Just read the books. But Legacy of Magick, fabulous series, book 3, super into it, just started it, and good job, Ellen. You did good again. I'm actually looking forward to another set of books, but I will say, Ellen, if you are listening, Audible only has that set of books from you, and I know you have a lot more books, so I'm kind of bummed that though that's the only series that I'm allowed to get through Audible. I would like to listen to another series when I'm done with this from you, but there's none available to listen to, so maybe you should get on that so we could listen to your books. We're not all, I'll tell you what, guys, driving and listening to a book, or even getting ready in the morning, doing your makeup or doing your hair, it's great to listen to a book. It really is. So anyway, get our book. I hope everybody's well. And if you had a different experience with The Witching Hour or The Witch's Daughter, let me know. For some people, they love those books that go on and on about nothing. I was bored to tears. Ellen keeps you engaged, I think, at all times. So, anyway, talking to ghosts. It's super cool. It's fun. Fun book. Alright. You all have a blessed day. Stay safe. And we'll talk soon. Bye.